วัสดีค่ะ Welcome to the Nation Daily and this is the edition for the 24th of November 2023 and you are with
Stephanie
and Tulip. The first story will go to food export because the latest statistics show that Thailand ranked 12th on the world food exporter.
yes.
And that is pretty high when consider how big the world is. Actually, and we're trying our best to be the kitchen of the world and whatnot. So, you know, the rank actually showed that we are doing pretty good. And the first 9 months of this year, our export yields at 1.16 trillion baht, and it's poised to achieve the full target at 1.55 trillion baht. So now the government is aiming that next year they will increase the target to be 1.65 trillion baht. So the increased demand is attributed to a global decrease in agricultural and food production, notably in the ASEAN and South Asian regions due to the drought conditions. Key markets in the region, including China and ASEAN countries, will drive the overall expansion of Thai food exports, with fresh fruits, rice and sugar stand out as primary products with significant export value growth. Experts highlight two areas for improvement in Thai food exports: enhancing flavor and developing alternative proteins like plant-based meat. While Thailand has offering in this realm, they remain at a small scale, so it's leading to higher costs. So we have potential, but we somehow have to, what's it called, economy of scale, have to make it a little like bigger production base, so make the cost lower.
So like when you see health products that are really high in price with a really high in protein, mostly it's because they have to bring the protein in from outside Thailand. So if we can make a production base that's big enough for like protein in Thailand, I think that healthier food would be so much cheaper.
Who would want to eat healthier food if it's tasty and if it's healthy and if the price is not crazy?
Yes,
right?
Because like I've spoken to like Future Food and plant-based food, and I always ask them like, the price is so high, how do you expect everybody to change to healthier eating if the price is so high? And they just say that it's something that we have to wait for, but it's beginning.
Right. Oh well, hopefully it's go on the good trend.
Yes, and from food to labor shortages. So labor shortage has been a major problem this year, and Thailand is warned of a significant shortage of labor in the service and construction sectors, with the demand of workers as high as 13 million people. So that's a lot of people missing.
Yeah.
Data from the Labor Ministry revealed that the service sector needed 12.24 million people, which accounting for 78.6% of the total labor demand. When classified by industry, the hotel and food service sector had the highest labor demand of 1.69 million people, accounting for 13.8% of the service sector's demand. Meanwhile, the construction sector had a labor demand of 1.32 million people, accounting for 10.76% of the service sector's labor demand. These figures reflect that while the service sector, particularly the tourism sector, is showing signs of recovery, the labor market is still unable to produce an adequate workforce to meet that demand.
So when you go to construction site, when you go to hotel, restaurant, and you see the workers from our neighboring countries, don't be surprised. Thailand doesn't produce enough people to work in these industries.
Maybe it's because of the wages too, because we see many people trying to get labor work, but it's abroad, like in Korea, in Israel.
Right. So yeah, we need more workforce, and there has to be something done. The government has to take a look in what we can do more in terms of create more workforce or bring in more workforce and whatnot to cope with the demand. Now, let's move on to the next story. This is about the real estate. We will focus to the real estate that related to elderly people.
Yes.
As we know, Thailand is aging society, and the segment that keep growing is of course segment that related to the elderly.
Yes.
And one of that is of course the real estate business. The nursing home real estate business is experiencing a growth rate at 15 to 30% per year and is projected to reach a value of 20 billion baht in the next 5 years. Real estate developers in Thailand are keeping an eye on the trend with demand continues to skyrocket in response to an aging society. Thailand currently has an elderly population of 12.9 million people, accounting for almost 20% of the entire population, and it is likely to increase to more than 31% in 2040. So in the next 7 years, it will be more than 30%. At the same time, the average family size has decreased from 4.4 people to 2.4 people. That means that family size smaller, we have less children, less kids per family. Yeah. The real estate business model for this sector can be divided into 6 types. One is home remodeling. Number 2 is daycare. Number 3 is retirement community. Number 4, nursing home. Number 5, care center for elderly people with dementia. And number 6 is the care center for elderly people in the last period of life. What they are saying is that there will be more and more elderly. They have to live by themselves or with their spouse, and when their spouse passed away, they have to live by themselves again, and most of the time they would need to live in some kind of community or some facilities that be able to help make their life more comfortable.
I think there used to be like a bigger stigma behind like leaving your parents at a nursing home, but I think if they have the people who know how to take care of elderly people, I think it's just a great choice.
And if they have friends in the same, like the same thing, do the same stuff, socialize, listen to the same kind of music, I think having friends help.
Yeah, my grandmother was in a nursing home and she loved it. She had like chess club, pizza parties,
cool.
and like she did not want to leave. When we visited, she just wanted to talk to her friends and kind of ignored us.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yes, and from old people to moving on to a popular light and digital art festival returns to. This time, it's not in Charoen Krung, but it's in Pak Klong Talat, which is also an old part of Bangkok.
You went there last night,
Yes,
right?
I was there last night. It's really nice. You can get a lot of cute photos for your Instagram. And the main concept was bringing art and bringing more people into maybe the quieter parts of Bangkok to kind of.
The thing is, when you talk about Pak Klong Talat, of course we think about flower markets and very lively and everything moving, but we didn't think about it as an art scene.
Yes.
So this is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they have many spots other than Pak Klong Talat, but they have many art installations that have flowers and maybe baskets and kind of tell the story of people who are in Pak Klong Talat. So that gives the community a voice. Yes. So the Bangkok Annual Light Digital Art Festival Awakening Bangkok 2023 returns for its 6th edition to the Pak Klong Talat neighborhood in Pratnakhon district today, and it will run until Sunday, December 3rd. Held on the theme Time Passage, the lighting installation festival highlights the historical importance of old communities around the ever-lively Pak Klong Talat, Bangkok's biggest fresh flower market. Visitors can journey through Sanam Chai, Bamrung Mueang, and Phung Nakhon roads and admire 29 light and digital art installations on 13 historical landmarks, including Yot Piman, Rashini Port, Sarandrom Park, and Lan Khon Mueang, which is a town square, and there's plenty to satisfy gourmets too, with local partners, restaurants setting up food and beverages booth all over the venue. So my favorite yesterday was the one in Sarandrom Park, where they had this installation of people dancing, and they said that 100 years ago it used to be a zoo.
There?
Yeah, they had light installations of animals that used to live in the zoo. Yes, so it's really beautiful, and I think everybody should check it out.
I think it's a perfect time for organize this kind of thing because the weather is a little cooler.
A little
cooler, and I think people in more festive mood now moving into December. So it's a good timing.
Yes.
So if you have time until December 3rd, you just go check it out. Now, before we sign off, we have Tammy in Kanchanaburi, and let's see what she has to say.
Hi everybody at the studio, I'm Tammy and I'm out again. I'm now at Rai Chai Yim in Kanchanaburi. And you know what? I'm with the co-founder. สวัสดีค่ะอาจารย์
สวัสดีครับคุณทามี
อันนี้คืออาจารย์กฤษ This is อาจารย์กฤษ okay I was speaking in Thai. Alright, so what can the tourists can expect from coming to this place, and can you tell us what this place is about?
I think the first thing is happiness moment because normally in a society right now they have like a spiritual divide and you disconnect with your soul. When you coming here you will have the opportunity to sit back and relax and listen to your heart and listen to your nature around you. And I think that is a special gift for the place in, we call it University of Happiness at Rai Jai Yim.
So what are the highlights here?
I think we have many happiness touch points. I will give you some example, like what we have at the back here,
Yeah.
we call it the grassroots of happiness. Normally when you feel happy outside and you don't feel inside, especially in your inner campus, you will don't have a sustainable happiness. At this place, we have the happiness touch point to get back to your root of happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to you, Tulip.
Thanks, Tammy, and nice to see whatever going on in Kanchanaburi. And if you want to know more about Kanchanaburi, be sure to log on to our website nationthailand.com and any other story. We also have the social media platform.
Yes, we have TikTok, X, former Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, where you're actually watching us on Facebook. Yes, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think we cover almost everything. And that's it for now. Until we see you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ